Okay. This is Mark
Okay,
and Carol.
this okay. My name hello, how are you? Welcome to the today's section. My name is Margaret. I'm going to be your therapist for today. So how are you doing?
Well, um, I'm kind of stressed out. I just started college.
Oh, okay. So before we started, can I quickly tell you that this section we are doing is going to be private. It's private. It's going to be confidential. Nobody will see it. Just between me and you.
Okay.
Make sure that you know about that. It's not something I'm sharing with somebody. It's going to be confidential between two of us. So
Okay.
just want to assure you of that before we started the section. So what's your name? Can you tell me your name?
My name's Linda.
Okay. Can you tell me about why you are here today?
Well, I just started college and, um, it's a lot harder than I thought it would be. It's, really demanding and, I've been having a hard time getting to sleep, and I don't know. I've just been feeling kind of irritable.
Hmm. So do you know like what kind of symptoms are you having? Can you tell me more about your symptoms, about how you're feeling?
Um, okay, well, like I said, I'm not sleeping very well. It takes me a long time to get to sleep, and then I only sleep for a few hours, and then I'm up again. So when I'm in class, I'm just really, I'm tired, and it's hard to focus. And I, I'm not eating as well either. And I noticed that, I don't know, people irritate me more easily. I feel like maybe it's just not getting enough sleep. I just, like, little things start to irritate me that probably wouldn't have before.
So can you remember when you started having these symptoms? Like do you think you can tell me when it started?
Um, maybe, probably, maybe a few weeks after school started. It wasn't really bad. I mean, I was feeling stressed because I'm 28. I'm a little bit older than, people when they go to school.
Mhm.
And so probably maybe around 3 or 4 weeks, because that's, exams were coming up and just had a lot to do.
Mm. So so the stress, mm, do you know what make the stress worse?
Uh, um, I think, like, if I don't, I feel like, if I don't pass the exam or I don't get a good grade, that really stresses me out because I think, well, I fail the class.
So how are you doing with the classes?
I mean, I'm okay. I have like I don't in most of my classes. The one class I'm struggling with a little bit. I kind of have a C right now. I'm really working on trying to get that up to a B.
Okay, okay, okay. So do you know the stress? Can you tell me, is it affecting your social, or is it affecting your social life? Or like,
Oh,
mhm,
oh, like going out?
yes. Mm-hmm.
Uh, well, I think I was a little more social when I first started, but when all the work started getting, kind of overwhelming, I've noticed that I've been kind of just trying to stay in and study.
So you're not going out much as before.
No, no, I'm not.
So are you working like a job? Do you have any occupation?
I work on the weekends. I waitress, so yeah, I am working on the
Okay,
weekend.
okay. So are you telling me like the only thing you do is just go to school and come back home? No exercise? Are you exercising at all? Like walk? At all?
Oh, you mean like exercising?
Mhm.
Um, sometimes I go for a walk. Not every day though.
Okay.
Sometimes I do.
So when you take a walk, does it help? I'm trying to figure out what help.
It does help. Yeah. But then when I come back to my room, I'm just thinking about all the work I have to do.
Okay. So is there anything that you do that helps you a little bit, at least to calm you down, to relieve you from your stress? Is there anything you think you can do? You do?
Um, well, sometimes I just try to, play some music, like soft,
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
that's a good idea.
just try to like breathe in and out, and try to think of something maybe, it's like, I don't know, in my past that was really fun, and I just try to think about that and focus on that for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So are you on any medications?
No.
You're
Mm,
not taking anything. Can you
no.
tell me, do you have any, like any medical problem?
Um, no, I'm pretty healthy.
Yeah, okay. So no medical, another is, can you tell me if maybe any of your parents have history of anxiety or depression?
Mm, not that I'm aware of, but I think my dad's sister may have had something because he didn't really say she was depressed, but I don't know. He would say sometimes she would just kind of get down and didn't feel like doing things. So
Things just,
yeah, maybe his sister.
mm, okay. Have you tried like therapies, like group therapies? Have you tried before?
No, I haven't. No. Mm-mm.
Because there's some therapy that you can go that people usually talk like a group therapy. So you've not tried that.
No. Mm-mm.
Okay. One more. Are you like because definitely in college people try a lot of things. Trying to ask, are you using a drug?
No, no. Gosh, I thought about maybe smoking pot would help, but no, no. I haven't done that.
Okay. So no drug, are you no smoking? You're not smoking, nothing.
Well, I smoke sometimes. Usually on the weekends when I work, because it's kind of a bar and a restaurant kind of combination where I work. So I don't smoke a lot, but maybe two cigarettes.
Okay.
Saturday and maybe two Sunday.
Mhm. Okay. So no drug abuse.
No.
Uh, okay. Uh, what is uh, so can you tell me what do you usually do like on weekends when you're not in school? What do you do?
If I don't work, sometimes I try to go back home and see friends. Um, because I live about maybe an hour away from home. So we sometimes, try to go back home and, hang out with friends that
Okay.
I've had. Yeah.
Okay. So as we're going with this therapy, we're going to talk more. Then I will tell you some things to do. Uh,
Okay.
like okay, like I'm just trying to remember. You told me that sometimes you are irritable. Like, can you tell me more? What's causing the irritability? What do you think cause it?
I
Are you
think
irritable? You said sometimes you are irritable. Like, what caused the?
that makes me feel irritable. I think it's because I'm just not sleeping well.
You're not sleeping well. Okay.
Yeah, I only get a few hours of sleep a night because it takes me a long time to get to sleep, and then I wake up a couple times.
Have you ever taken anything for sleep?
Um, no, I heard about melatonin. I was thinking about maybe doing that.
Yeah. So
Um,
that, okay, continue.
oh, and so I mean, I thought about maybe taking melatonin, but as far as like anything prescribed, no.
Oh, okay. So as time goes up, I think we're going to try if you can take some, which is true, melatonin works for some people, help some people to sleep. And another problem, because they're not having enough sleeping, that may be causing more irritable for you to be more irritable. So that's
Okay.
one of the problems that can be causing irritable. And anxiety and depression, I know because, so how long have you been in school? What year are you in school?
I just started. I've been about 3 months. I'm almost finished with my first semester in a few weeks.
Have you ever talked to any of your uh, super professor in school about it? Because in school, they have all these counselor. Have you ever talked to anybody in school about being
Um,
depressed?
I've never talked to a counselor. I thought about it. I know that they do have some people. I thought it would just be better if I went somewhere else because I just feel like it's more private.
Private, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So what will happen is first of all, we have to do something about you not be able to sleep. So we have to give you something so that you'll be able to sleep. So that's
Okay.
one step. Then as time goes on, we work on the anxiety. Then we know how to figure out what works best for you, what doesn't work. Then at the same time, you have to find out like a coping skill, what works with you for you when you are having anxiety to calm down, to calm you down a little bit. So as time goes on, we work on that.
Okay.
Um, also, I will also advise that because being first time in school, a lot of people always have to first started the college, like first semester, actually first year, a lot of people have a lot of anxiety, depression because of being the first time. As time goes on, they know what to do, they continue to improve. So I just want to assure you that you are not the only one that went through it. It's always a lot of people problem being the first time in school. So as time goes on, you get used to it. You get used to doing your own homework on time that is causing anxiety. Then we figure things out from there. So hopefully we'll be able to work together for the next 3 or 4 weeks. Hopefully you feel better.
Okay. Thank you.
So what do you think?
Well, I think that sounds good. I think, trying to find some ways to decrease my anxiety would be good because, I mean, I don't want to fail my classes. I want to continue to go to school. So I think if I can and work on how I feel and try and control that it would help.
Yes, definitely will help. So we just have to figure out what is going to work best for you, because
Oh,
everybody knows what work best for them. So we just have to figure out as we are going, as we are moving on. So
okay.
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 What do you think?
No, that's good. You had a lot of good suggestions. That's good. Yeah, like yeah, I mean, in college, yeah, they do experience a lot of anxiety and depression. I mean,
Mhm.
probably don't think that, but they do. So, and that we're going to do things to try and help relieve it.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess we'll switch. Okay, so I'm Carol Olafson. I'm a nurse practitioner, and I'm going to be your therapist. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself and what brought you here today?
Yeah, my name is that's no name. My name is Linda. I'm 28 years old. I'm here because I just started college like 3 months ago. But I've been having this anxiety. I'm very depressed. I couldn't sleep. I only maybe barely out, maybe like 2 hours sleep every night. So I'm a little bit kind of irritable sometimes due to all this, unable to sleep. So it's not easy at all. So that's why I'm here. I just need help.
Okay. Um, I just wanted to let you know that with therapy, um, it's what we call informed consent, which means you give consent to participate in therapy.
Mm-hmm.
And if at any time you decide that you don't want to participate, that's your choice. But I just like to discuss that. And also, as far as um, confidentiality, what we say is kept confidential. I don't, discuss our sessions with anyone. There just are a few exceptions. If you were planning to harm yourself, then I would need to intervene. And or you told me that maybe you wanted to hurt someone, then I would also have to intervene. But those are the two reasons. So you've come here today because you're having anxiety and depression.
Yes, yes.
And did you recently, are you a new student? Did you recently start college?
Yes, yes, like 3 months ago. This is my first semester. Mm-hmm.
And how are your classes?
You said what?
Oh, how are your classes?
It's really tough. Really, really tough. I'm struggling with most of it. I'm struggling. It's hard.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you're having some difficulty.
Yes, I'm struggling. I have a lot of difficulties in my classes.
And you talked about having anxiety and depression. Can you tell me how you're feeling when you have anxiety, what's going on, what you're thinking about?
Yeah, especially when I'm supposed to. So I always have anxiety, especially when my own work is due, and I haven't even done half of it. Sometimes I don't even understand it. So then I started having this anxiety. So it's hard. Sometimes it's unbelievable. I'm not able to cope with it. So.
Okay. So when you say that you're not able to cope with it, what happens?
Sometimes when I'm having that anxiety, like a little bit shaky. Sometimes I'm having headache, or just headache come from anywhere. Yeah, sometimes I'm sweating. Sometimes I'm just panicking.
Okay.
That.
So you're having physical symptoms. You're noticing.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Now, you were mentioning that you are also having some depression.
Yes.
How would you describe your mood?
Low. Sometimes my mood is so like unable to get up. Most of the time from school to home. From school to home, no, I'm not able to like go anywhere. I'm just always home all the time. So just go home, no nothing. I don't want to do anything actually. I'm so depressed. I just want to lay on my bed and sleep.
Okay. I do want to ask you one thing. Have you thought about hurting yourself?
No, not at all. No, I'm not.
Okay. Well, if you ever do, let me know and I can help you with that. Now, so as far as going out and doing social activities, that's been affected, you think, by your anxiety?
Yes. I'm not going out as usual. I've already cut all my friends off. I'm not going out with all my friends. They call me. I don't even pick up their calls.
Oh, so you're not talking with them when they call?
No, I just cut everybody off.
Okay.
That's how depressed I am.
Okay. So you've kind of been isolating yourself.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just wanted to ask, any episodes of depression or anxiety before for you in your past as a child or Anytime?
No, this is the first, just started like as soon as I'm in college, like even like my first month in the college, it was okay. All started like 2 months ago.
Okay. So these feelings are new. You haven't really experienced these before.
No.
Okay. Is anyone in your family, does anyone have anxiety or depression that you're aware of?
Mm, actually, no. Just that once in a while, I notice my father sometimes a little bit depressed, but not that bad. Sometimes you want to talk to him, he won't. Just like it's not in, like he's not that involved with us sometimes. So I notice maybe that's why. Maybe that's. I'm just thinking maybe he's depressed. But I know my mom. She's very good. She's always social. So no, not my mom.
Has your dad ever gone to talk to anyone about how he feels?
No, those sometimes the heart they don't believe in that.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, what would you like to get out of therapy?
Uh, I think the first thing would be for me to be. I want to be social more instead of just staying in all the time.
Okay.
Sometimes I don't not have that energy. Sometimes I won't have energy to even do anything. I think maybe because of depression or something like that. So I want to be able to get out more,
Okay.
able to cope in my classes.
Okay. So during therapy, we're going to talk about your feelings and how you can change your feelings as far as feeling anxious, what you can do, and we'll come up with a plan, and we'll do that together.
Okay.
Therapy does help. Now, as far as your activities, besides school, are you doing any other activities like sports or?
No, just school, from school to my class, to my room, and that's it. No social, no, I'm not doing anything nice. But on weekends, I work once in a while on
Oh,
weekends. Yeah, like, but only on weekends. During the week, I'm from home to class, from class back home. Mm.
when you're working, do you feel anxious or depressed when you're working?
Not that, no, not much, especially when among my co-worker. No, I'm not depressed.
Okay, so when you're working, you're not thinking about school, probably
No.
feel
Mhm.
more comfortable.
Yes.
Do you drink alcohol?
Yeah, no. Mm.
Do you smoke marijuana?
No, I don't do any drugs.
So no illegal drugs. Okay,
No drugs, no drinking.
because drugs sometimes illegal drugs can actually make the depression worse. So I'm glad that you're not. That
Yeah,
you're not
okay.
doing. Now you said that you weren't sleeping very well.
Yes.
Okay. Now, do you have a hard time falling asleep, or do you wake up in the middle of the night?
I have a time falling asleep.
Okay.
Just thinking. I think I'm too much. It's hard for me to fall asleep.
Okay. Now, some things that are important when people go to sleep is to make sure the room's quiet. Do you leave a TV or a radio on when you go to sleep?
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
Keeping the room dark, maybe turning off your cell phone, because that can interrupt also.
Okay.
And we'll talk about some ways to help you relax so that you can sleep more. Sleep is really important because if you don't get enough, you won't focus as well in class, and it can actually make you feel even more anxious because you're not attending to the class because you're so tired.
Yes.
We will work on helping you to find ways to sleep better. Sometimes for some people, taking a bath helps, so we can work on that.
Okay.
There are such as melatonin that we can look at,
Okay.
prescribe medication. It helps with your melatonin levels, and it helps some people get to sleep. So we can talk about that.
Okay.
Drinking warm tea can sometimes help. And so are you on any medication, any prescribed medications?
No, no, not at all.
Okay. Well, sometimes with anxiety and depression, sometimes in addition to therapy, there may be a need for medication, but that's something that we can discuss later if needed. However, being in therapy and talking about your feelings and identifying what is causing the anxiety and depression, which seems like you've identified that, can help reduce that. So in therapy, as I said, we're going to look at your goals. You want to feel better. You want to go out and be more social. So we're going to work on those things. As far as school, I know there's a lot of social activities that are usually available on campus. At this time, do you feel like trying to participate in any of that?
Sometimes I try, but I'm not no energy to do it. I'm not having enough energy to do it. So I just most of the time I try to, but it's not working.
Okay, we will talk about that. So we can meet once a week,
Okay.
and as I said, we'll help you to have less anxiety and depression.
Okay.
Now, I just wanted to talk, my role is to help you find ways to decrease the anxiety and the depression, and we'll do that together.
Okay.
I do want you to come up with some ideas also. It's very important you've taken the first step. You've identified that you have some anxiety, depression, and it's affecting your life, so that's very important. So we will meet once a week, and are there any questions that you have for me?
No, not at all.
Okay. So do you feel like continuing with therapy? And
Yeah, definitely. Yes, I
okay. Okay, then we'll see each other next week.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye. Okay, so that's the. What do you think? You can
Yes, but I think I think we are getting more. It's getting better. I think so.
Yeah, it's each week it should get a little better. I mean, yeah. So I'm going to stop the recording and then let's see. I think I have to put stop video. Okay. All right. So I'll try to figure out how to get that sent to you because I don't, I want to make sure you have it. I'm sorry about getting the other ones to you. Do you see me?
No.
Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Stop.